Yo, what is up, YouTube? CJ Sauce here, and we are talking about CFM today. It's been a little bit since I last posted, but I want to get into CFM, recap Pigskin Junkies Season 1, recap my off season, and then I want to start uploading a little bit more consistently about Season 2. So let's get into that. All right, so as you can see here, we are 2-0 actually in this season, and as a result, we are going to kind of recap a little bit. The reason I waited this long was because I had 2 weeks worth of trades I guess I was still trying to make. So to recap our first season in true Bengals fashion, we went 11-5, made the wild card, and then lost in the wild card playoffs. So we ended up second in our division behind the Steelers, who went 13-3, and but we still made the playoffs, so we're pretty happy with that. We did lose in the wild card round. It wasn't upset. We are a little bit disappointed in ourselves, but what is huge is that our superstar project, our best player, 60 overall, Cole McDonald. The important part here is if I pop over to stats, you're going to see on Cole, we ended up winning quarterback of the year last year, starting off as a 60 overall quarterback. And if I go to his career stats, you're going to see he's actually played really well. 4,700 yards, 322 completions for 438 yards, and 43 touchdowns, opposed to 37 interceptions. So had a heck of a year. He got quarterback of the year, which means he got dev bumped up to a superstar. And so that was our big moves last year. And then we went into the offseason and we had a lot of changes we needed to make. So we made some blockbuster deals in the offseason. First and foremost, we started off with a big trade for Khalil Mack. We traded Khalil Mack. What we gave away was a first-round pick, a third-round pick, Denzel Mims, who was 22 years old, 92 speed, and Cole Holcomb, who was a middle linebacker at 87 speed at 25 years old. So we gave up kind of a haul for Khalil Mack, but we're from Buffalo. We went to college, the same college as Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack comes with relentless edge threat and no outsiders, so he is an absolute monster up the middle. That was a huge move for us. After that, we ended up sending away Jarrell Casey to the Browns for a fourth and a sixth round pick. So if you guys remember at the beginning of the season, we traded for Casey for a second round pick. Then we traded him back to his original owner for a fourth and a sixth. So we used a second round pick to get a 1-year loan on Casey, a fourth and a sixth. So not too bad there. After that, we made a second blockbuster move. So we traded away Marlon Humphrey, who is 93 overall. He's at 92 speed. He is an X-Factor corner, 25 years old. And what we got back was a haul, but it was in two parts. So part one, what we got back from the Packers was we ended up getting a first round pick and a second round pick. And then we also got Jamel Dean to replace Marlon Humphrey. So Jamel Dean, you'll see here, 82 overall. So not nearly as good, but a little bit younger and 2-speed faster. So once we kind of develop his zone coverage a little bit more, he's going to be a really good player for us. So we're really excited about the Jamel Dean replacement. And we got the first round pick that we'll have this year. And then we used that second round pick that we got in that trade, and we traded that second round pick away for a second, a fourth, and 2 sixths in the next year, as well as a defensive tackle in Miles Brown, a good little backup, 23 years old. He's got high block shed at 78. So we're actually pretty happy with that. So to recap that a little bit, we traded away Marlon Humphrey, and what we got back in return was a first-round pick, a second-round pick, a fourth-round pick, 2 sixth-round picks, Miles Brown, and Jamel Dean. Not a bad little haul for Marlon Humphrey. So after that, the next move that we made was we traded away a couple of safeties, Tremaine Edmonds and Chuck Clark, as well as quarterback Jake Dolegala. So Edmonds and Clark were both in the 70s overalls. They were both normal dev. And then Dolegala was in 65 overall, 94 speed. We traded them away, and in return, we got a safety upgrade in Anton Winfield, who is 23 years old, 83 overall, 90 speed, high hit power, I believe, with 86 overall hit power, and he's also a star dev. So we bumped up the development trait. We got a little bit better and a little bit younger there, as well as Kevon Wallace, who's a really serviceable backup here in the safety spot. You guys know it's all about safeties this year. So he's 88 speed. He's got decent zone coverage, but he's got really good hit power at 80. And then we also got a second and a third round pick in that. So we upgraded with Winfield, and then we got a second and a third round pick. So that was really good. The next move we made is we traded away our halfback Miles Sanders. You guys remember Miles Sanders? He had 90 some catches last year, was second in the league in catches for us out of the backfield. What we got back was Steven Sims in a 4th round pick. So we got Steven Sims here, who's 24 years old, star dev, 93 speed at receiver. He's a really, really good player. And then on top of that, the 4th round pick. And then I've got solid backup running backs that I'm really happy with. I've got Bryce Love to carry the majority of the carries. He's really good with a 92 speed. And then I grabbed 2 rookie running backs, Trainer here and Peterson, who are 90 and 91 speed. But the reason I really got them is because they both have high catching, so 72 and 73 catching. So I can play them out of the backfield to catch the ball and replace that receiver that I had in Miles Sanders. And then the very last trade we made was we traded away a 1st round pick this year. We traded away a 1st round pick this year, and in return, we got a 2nd round pick and Rob Gronkowski. So you're gonna see Gronk here, who is only 80 speed, which is a little bit of a struggle, but he's 92 overall. And the big piece is the offense that I'm trying to run. He's a superstar and he has Route Apprentice. So he has Route Apprentice, which is super, 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 super good. So you're going to get Route Apprentice and a 2nd round pick. And what I gave up was a 1st round pick. So this year, you'll see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 13 picks this year. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the first 3 rounds. So that's really exciting. I believe that my team got better overall as well, in the form of adding Khalil Mack, Rob Gronkowski, adding Anton Winfield, adding Steven Sims. So overall, I feel like the team got better. I feel like we got a lot of draft picks, and I'm really, really excited about it. We added a couple of rookies. None of them are too noteworthy yet, but I think they will be one day. But that's the game. We're 2-0 this first season. Look for a video in a week or two about our first four or 5 games. We'll go over those. We'll show some clips, and we're really, really excited about this team and the future of this team. And yeah, thanks for watching. Go ahead and give me a follow over on Twitch, and where we can talk about this live. We can interact. I can talk about in detail more about why I made these moves. And like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys next time.